Hello, welcome to my garden. This video is going to be about Amazon KDP. I've made over $1 million in royalties from the books that I published, self-published on Amazon KDP. $1,250,000. That is royalties. That equates to about 3 million in book sales. And on top of that, there was additional revenue from Ingram and a couple other sources. So I've been doing this for a while, for a few years. I've had many success stories. I've taught other people in my life how to self-publish, family and friends. And a couple of examples. First of all, myself, ever since starting this business, I've been able to live pretty close to my dream life. I had a lot of time to do exactly what I wanted to do because a lot of the income was passive, has been passive and continues to be. I was able to travel the world, co-own a recording studio, and then I'm here now in this gorgeous garden in France. So things have been really good. I'm super happy that self-publishing came into my life. It was completely by accident, yeah, it was just a stroke of luck that I found it. Um, I helped a friend of mine who has a disability publish 8 books about 5 years ago, something like that. And the disability makes it hard for him to work and earn money, and he's been surviving off of that. Those 8 books. That has been his income, and it's been a profound kind of event, in his life. And of course, it made me feel really good to be able to, help him do that. I also have helped another friend of mine who had ended up doing even better than I did. He has grown a multi-million-dollar empire through self-publishing and provided, a new home and security and a good life for his family. And it's very satisfying to see that. I'm super happy that he's been able to do that. It's just there's so many success stories that have that are founded on Amazon KDP. So let's get into why is it easy and why is it hard? That's kind of a provocative statement to make, but it's in my perspective, it's absolutely true. So Amazon is easy because uh, it takes all the work out of publishing. So I think that's really the main thing. Um, Amazon provides printing, uh, order fulfillment, returns, taxes. It deals with the customer. It does all that stuff that normally would take a lot of time to do, a lot of time and energy and space in the garage and all that kind of stuff for an author to do. But they do it. They do it for you, and they take about 2/3 of the price of the book. It really depends on how you've priced your book and what your profit margin is and that kind of stuff. But for me, I target somewhere around 2/3. I like to get 1/3 of whatever the customer pays for the book, and so it's worth it. Amazon does such a good job. It's seamless, and once a customer buys the book, then Amazon sends money. So I cannot think of a simpler business. I've had a lot of businesses in my life, from graphic design to software to financing large construction projects and real estate investment and that kind of stuff. Nothing comes close to Amazon KDP publishing, self-publishing, in terms of, you know, how easy it is, how low the risks are, and how high the upside is. So in terms of lifestyle, in terms of freedom and all things that a lot of people really want, it's really been a godsend. So on top of that, Amazon provides access to the largest marketplace in the world for people that want to buy books. So it's hands down, it's the place to play the game. Okay, so now that we got that out of the way, why is it hard? It's hard. It is hard. It is hard, definitely. Um, so the think of it this way, and let's try to be realistic about it. There are over 10 million books on Amazon, and tons are being uploaded every day. And AI is, increasing that velocity, definitely. So there's a lot of competition, and you have to get a bunch of things just right in order to win the game. So just in a nutshell, just so that you understand the game, from a kind of like 20,000 foot perspective. Uh, the entire game is played before anyone ever reads your book. So that means the cover, the title, the concept, the reviews, the marketing, and some of the advertising that you do has to be, you have to play that part of the game pretty well. I'm assuming that your book is going to be, great, right? That's a given. The quality of the book has to be good, and that gets reflected in the reviews. If you don't have a good book, then you get crappy reviews, and then that tanks the book. But really, the main part of the game is played up front with what the customer sees before they ever read your book, right? And the general rule of the game is that if your book sells easily, Amazon will promote it. And if your book does not sell very well, then Amazon will bury it. So how does that look in real life? So if you have, you got 2 books on, I don't know, Mediterranean diet, because that seems to be pretty popular these days. And one of those books, if, 3 or 4 out of 10 people that look at that book buy it, then Amazon sees that as a winner, and they're going to promote that book way, way, way more than a book for which only 1 out of 20 buy the book after looking at the book page, at the sales page on Amazon. So it's really all about, do people buy your book? The technical word for that is conversion rate. And Amazon will either promote or bury your book based on largely on that, right? So getting back to how much of the game is played up front before someone reads your book. As I said, reviews are really the only place where people kind of get to understand what the quality of your book is before they buy it, before they read it. And oddly enough, I've seen multiple books that have 0 reviews end up in the top 10 on Amazon. And just so that you get a feeling for the magnitude of what that means, top 10 in Amazon is, that's like thousands of copies are being sold per day. So that's quite a lot of money that's being generated by a top 10 book. So it's weird. But sometimes people do certain marketing things that get the attention, or they get the concept just right, or whatever. And the book ends up in the top 10 with 0 reviews, and they sell a lot of these books, and Amazon promotes those books. Conversely, books that are extremely high quality, and by the way, those books with 0 reviews, who knows what the quality's like? They sell before people really get a sense from other people, from popular opinion, whether a book is good or not. So yeah, it's kind of like a black box. So conversely, there are a ton of books, books by Shakespeare. Who are some of your favorite, authors, right? So Nabokov and Joyce and whatever, Henry Miller. Many of their books do not sell. They get buried in Amazon, even though they may have, solid 5-star reviews, and of course, the quality of the writing is amazing. They're super high quality books, but the covers, the marketing, the timing, the concept, whatever, just aren't right. and so Amazon buries those books. So I hope that I've dispelled any kind of belief that the quality of a book makes a huge difference in how. No, I need to rephrase that. If your book sucks, it's not going to last. If your book is great, it's not going to sell unless you have really good marketing, a good cover, and all these other elements that I just mentioned. So that's what makes Amazon hard, right? But if you get those elements right, then Amazon is super easy. Amazon will promote your book, you'll make a ton of money, and you'll live, a beautiful life with birds singing in the background. So that's the overview. That's the nutshell of this publishing self-publishing game, and so that brings me to this channel and what I hope to do. So I do have some experience at this. I got a lot of experience at this, and I've had a lot of successes, and it's gotten to the point where like my friends and family, they're like, they're saturated. They hear me talk about it all the time, and I would like to teach and help other people have the kind of success that I've seen, and that some of my friends have also seen. And so I think I'll be creating a community, possibly some masterminds. We'll see. But in the meantime, I will be publishing content on this channel to show you exactly how you can self-publish your book and do it in a way where you actually make money, real money, instead of wasting your time or doing all the things that I did when I started, which ended up in wasted time and lost money. So I'm hoping that I can relay some of the experience that I've gained over the years, and help you avoid a lot of the missteps that I took. Okay, my name is Dorian. Thanks for watching, and talk to you in the next video.